It is vitally important for those of us who hold different views to be able to engage in a civil discourse.
Bernie Sanders has asked his political surrogates to avoid, quote, bullying and harassment of any kind.
Say one thing bad about Bernie Sanders online anywhere, and strident Sanders supporters may attack you personally.
The type of harassment that occurs, it is deeply hurtful, it's scary, it's frightening.
Sanders' opponents are told to eat this, poop, and shut the F up.
That is not acceptable to me, and I don't know who these so-called supporters are. We're living in a strange world on the internet, and sometimes people attack people in somebody else's name. But let me be very clear. Anybody making personal attacks against anybody else in my name is not part of our movement.
I don't know how or why it happened, but I am king of an army of internet trolls called Bernie Bros. Could I stop them in their tracks? Of course. Should I? Yes. Will I?
Listen, that's satire and I get it, but there are too many people trying to push that agenda. It's very similar to the same calculation that folks had in 2008 when they called the supporters of then Senator Barack Obama boys.
Jonathan last put in the Bulwark today. We've all been on the receiving end of the Bernie online brigade, and here's what he says. He says, no other candidate has anything like this sort of digital brown shirt brigade. I mean, except for Donald Trump. The question no one is asking is this. What if you can't win the presidency without an online mob?
Harassment of all forms is unacceptable to me, and we urge supporters of all campaigns not to engage in bullying or ugly personal attacks.
They are worried about climate change. They are worried about racism and sexism and homophobia. They are worried that they're leaving school $50,000 or $100,000 in debt. They want to be involved in the process. I think ours is the campaign that will bring them in.
If Sanders becomes the official leader of the Democratic Party, there will be chaos. The party's funders on Wall Street will recoil in terror at what's to come. They'll be joined in that terror by the establishment class in New York and Los Angeles, as well as by the entire intel and foreign policy bureaucracies in Washington.